Hi everyone, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to do live Q&A where I'm going to talk about diversity visa lottery results, and I want to talk about the green card lottery because some of you guys are already asking where can I check these results and how do I know if I were selected and what to do if I lost the confirmation number and what to do if I was not selected. What are my other options? So in this live Q&A, I want to talk about diversity visa lottery, green card lottery, and it's called 2019, even though it was last year. So I'm going to talk about what to do if you were selected or not selected, and how can you actually check if you won. Okay, so I'm going to wait for some of you to tune in. And if you have any questions, you can just ask. So you can shoot the question and I'm going to answer them because this is live Q&A. So welcome everybody. Let me know who's there, what's your name, and then we can start. So first question was, how do I check if I was selected? So right now you cannot really check if you were selected because the results are not out there. So you can check if you were selected on May 15th, and you will go to the same page where you actually applied for diversity visa lottery, which is, I believe it's dvlottery.state.gov. So you're gonna go there on May 15th, noon Eastern EDT time zone, and you're going to type your information, and you should have the confirmation number. If you remember correctly, last year I was doing a bunch of videos on how to properly apply for a diversity green card lottery, and I was mentioning you have to save the confirmation number. So if you don't have the confirmation number, then all you gotta do basically you need to follow the instructions. And I was just checking the page, so if you go there, you will be able to actually hit there is a link that says I forgot the confirmation number, or I don't have the confirmation number, and then you have to do the troubleshooting, meaning like you have to type your other information, and then you should be able to get in and see the results, because there are so many people who actually somehow losing the confirmation number. So obviously you need to do it the other way. Again, this only apply to people who actually entered the diversity visa lottery last year. And for those who entered diversity lottery last year, you guys remember there was an issue, and there was something, the system was down for a couple of days actually. So and I don't remember exact days, but I know it was probably like a week or so. The system literally went down. And in that case, if you haven't resubmitted your application again, you are not part of the lottery, unfortunately. Because somebody just asked me, what can I do if if I didn't resubmit my application, am I part of the lottery? And unfortunately, you are not. And so you have to really, I hope that you resubmitted the application, and I hope that you are part of the lottery. But if you haven't, then I'm sorry, but there is nothing you can do, and you have to wait till next year, and then you can apply again. So, but if the case is that you resubmitted, you resubmitted and you are part of the lottery, what you can do now, you can check, you can go to that site and you can type the confirmation number, and you will be able to see if you were selected or not. And again, if you forgot the confirmation number, then what you can do is just to use your information, your personal information, and you should be able to still see the results if you were selected or not. Now, for those who are not selected, then I am actually doing a live webinar on Friday, and I'm going to be talking about like how you can actually live in the United States without a green card. So you can sign up for the webinar. I already posted the link. It's above this video, and I'm also going to share it after I'm done with this live Q&A. I'm going to post the link below this video. So if you want to learn how you can possibly live in the United States without the green card, this is going to be exactly on that topic, and I'm going to talk about what are the options, how can you possibly live in the United States without the green card for 5, 10, and in some cases even 15 years legally. Okay, this is all legal, obviously. So you can definitely sign up for that one, and I'm posting the link about this video already. If you guys have any questions about the lottery, obviously you can leave comments below. Even I'm done with this live Q&A, I'll try to answer that. And I see some questions here. Let's see. I need to come to the US. Okay, Francisco, I don't know your background, but again, like if you want to move to the US, if you want to get a green card, obviously at some point, then I would say tune into my webinar, my upcoming webinar, where I will talk about that. And last thing I want to say is that if you still want to be part of the lottery, I mean, if you still want to apply for a lottery, it usually opens up in October. And so this is the diversity visa lottery, and it opens up in October, because sometimes people ask me, how do I enter the lottery? And I say, well, it always opens up in October. And so there are actually many websites out there, and these guys are scammers. So I would be aware of them, because, and they, first of all, they ask you to pay $100 or something like that. And this is all scam. This is fraud. Don't pay anybody for diversity visa lottery, because it's actually free. And so if you want to apply again, you have to wait till October, and then you can do that. Don't pay anybody. It's a scam. And what these websites do, they take your personal information, you pay them $100, and then they wait till October, and then they enter the lottery for you. So it's exactly what you can do for yourself, but they just do it for you. So really just you don't need that. Like, unless you really want to, like, you know, work with a lawyer, which you don't even need to work with a lawyer, because it's a simple entry. And you really don't need to work with a lawyer on entering the diversity visa lottery, because it's a lottery. It's not like you are selected. And once you are selected, you have to put the application together. In such cases, you might need a lawyer. Some people might need a lawyer, but some people do it on their own. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Be careful, because there are people who provide this information, personal information, to these scammers who charge them for that. And then what happens is that these people, these companies, who knows if they really enter the lottery for you? Maybe you just take the money and they never even enter the lottery for you. And so then you're surprised why you were not selected. Well, because you use this weird company online, and you know what I mean? So be careful, guys. Okay, so I think I pretty much covered what I wanted to cover in this live Q&A. If you have any questions that is relevant to diversity visa lottery, you can shoot it now, because I see some questions, but they're not necessarily relevant. So I would suggest you guys just ask diversity visa lottery questions. So we are on track. Student from Pakistan joining now. Not sure what that means. You probably want to, I don't know what that means. Like, honestly, I don't know what's your question. I want to know how to get admission in university under B1, B2 visa. First of all, this is not a relevant question to diversity visa lottery. And if you want to be admitted to school, you need F1 visa. And B visa is just for tourists or possibly business visitors. So you need to be enrolled in school, and then once you're enrolled in school, then you can apply for F1 visa. Okay? So again, for those who haven't applied for a green card lottery, diversity visa lottery, you have to wait till October. For those who applied last year, you can certainly check the results starting May 15th. So it's in like 6 days, guys. So now it's May 9th. So it's like 6 days. So be patient and check it out. And I hope that you win. And then if not, again, you can sign up for my webinar that I'm hosting Friday, live webinar. And I'm going to talk about the options, what you can do if you want to live in the US without the green card. And I will cover also the student visa, B visa, and business visas, and investor visas, and other options. So there are people who live here for a long time without the green card, and I will talk about that. And if you want to be part of that webinar, you have to sign up, register, and the link is about this video. So you just check out the link, register. Hi, Qasim. Nice to see you. Okay, F1 Coast. Not sure what that means. Okay, guys, so that's it pretty much. I think I covered everything. If you have additional questions, you can leave them below. And I'm going to see you in my next live Q&A. Have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.